Just want to do a quick showcase of my Horker here. His name's Cornelius. I pretty much only use him for Trav, so he can go other places, but this is all I need him for. Buffs, we tally over. One of our boys. Hit and hork them all. Probably more dropping than we can see. And usually pretty quick like that. I didn't count that time. I might have only gotten 10. He uses Reaper's Toll, which does have cold damage. I would say 1 out of every 2 runs, maybe, I get a single frozen or shattered corpse. It's really not a big deal. I prefer it so he can proc the Decrepify to kill faster. It's also got Leech, obviously, to keep him alive. Use Guardian Angel to get him up to 90 fire res for the Hydras, and then the Cure is just to get that maxed out. He rarely dies. Sometimes if there's a Conviction Aura, he will die, but even then, he almost never does. I usually can kill them fast enough. And show the build here. Do one more run. Whoops, I went to Nightmare. I do have other things that I sometimes swap in, but anyway, on the build here, we have Grief, of course. I use a Breath of the Dying. You could probably put almost anything here, as long as you're using Grief in your main hand. I just like the mods on Breath of the Dying. Death would probably work, or literally, you can just put like any sword here or whatever, any axe, anything. G-Face, I do have a Cham in there for the Cannot Be Frozen. I used to use a Raven, but too many frozen enemies with that. Too many shattered enemies. And then I didn't really like not having Cannot Be Frozen. It is a little slower. It's not a big deal. You can go without it, but it's just a little slower. So I put the Cham in there. High Lords. This you could probably mess with. You don't really need this ring, but I like the extra Leech and the Castrate just for a little bit faster telly. Just some other stuff on there, whatever. It's just whatever stuff. Nagel for Magic Find, Dungos, Laying of Hands, it's all pretty standard. Gore Riders, you could probably put War Travs on. I probably don't even have any in here, but War Travs would probably work too if you want more Magic Find. They got the base damage on them. And then Enigma for teleporting. You could also obviously just use like a Fortitude or something if you don't want to teleport. It's Travs, so you don't really have to teleport. I just like the convenience. It's just a little quicker. Charms are mostly damage and life, and various other things that would come on them, and then I have Geeds and a few Warcry skillers just to get my Hork percentage to where I liked it. And yeah, sometimes I'll swap in some of these pieces for if I'm going somewhere else, but I don't use that. I don't know why that's there. Some of these things I don't use. So on the swap, we got the Babas for the Magic Find. This is what we're horking with. 2 of these dualisted. You could put on Warcry Spears, which would give you a better Hork chance, probably like 5% more. I'm at 71% now if I'm buffed. I think it would go up to maybe 75, 76. I don't remember. I like the Magic Find better. Just gives me better results. And that's my first Jaw rune I ever found with this guy at Travincal. The Travincal, as we say. Let's do one more real quick here. And like I said, we're hoping to proc the crap like that. I only procced on one enemy, but even if it doesn't, it's usually still pretty quick. Ismail is sometimes physical res, like he is there, so we just Berserk. That's it. Work everything. We get tons of gold every time. And figure out, well, maybe we'll ID this stuff since Doing the video, why not? See if we get anything good. Close. Close. Alright, well, I think that's about it. So, thanks for watching.